Hi, my name is Baptista. I live in Mumbai and I'm an archaeologist by training. But my connection with the city goes beyond my training as an archaeologist or a historian and stems from the deep familial connection and roots that I have in the city. My great grandfather, Mariano, migrated to the city in search of opportunity during the mid 1800s. The city of Mumbai, its history, its architecture, has always captivated me and captured my imagination. And we look at one of the more resounding structures that has almost become iconic of Mumbai city, the Gateway of India, a perfect amalgamation of so many styles from across the country. It brings together the spirit that is Mumbai and the larger spirit that is India. Growing up in the city of Mumbai, one of the perfect ways to spend an evening as a child was taking a cab ride and traveling to the Gateway of India. It has one of the most picturesque settings. It was an entire plaza that was built around the gateway. It was huge, and as a kid, you felt even smaller than you actually were. The plaque installed on the Gateway of India, on its land facade and its sea facade, read that the gateway was constructed to commemorate the visit of George V and Mary of Teck, King and Queen of England, to India in 1911. However, the plaque conceals more of its history than it reveals. So while George V and Queen Mary of Teck visited India to attend the Delhi Darbar, a coronation ceremony that would declare him Emperor of India, only a makeshift structure stood in its place. This makeshift structure was built of plaster and cardboard. The Gateway of India is built in trachyte, a form of basaltic rock, igneous in origin. Its tactile strength, as well as its workability, make it an immensely easy rock to use in construction. One of the main features of Indo-Islamic architecture or Indo-Saracenic architecture is the bulbous dome, or domes that are onion-shaped. You have three such domes capping each of the pavilions of the gateway, though they cannot be seen from the street. Underneath the bulbous domes, you have a feature known as overhanging eaves. These are locally known as chhajjas. The main purpose of these overhanging eaves is to protect the walls against the batter of rainfall. Supporting these overhanging eaves are cantilevers or brackets. The style adopted in the cantilevers is typical of that found in the Indian states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra and have been practiced for centuries. Ornamentation at the gateway of India is seen in the form of vegetal patterns that are carved into the wall of the gateway structure. These vegetal patterns are symbolic of the fragility of the Indian subcontinent, as well as represent paradise. Latticework, or jali as they are known in India, were meant to serve as grills. They demarcated exterior and interior spaces and also allowed for the passage of light and air. The gateway has one central or main pavilion and two subsidiary pavilions. These pavilions are also a typical feature of Islamic architecture. They have on them pointed archways that help support the sheer height of these structures. One of the problems that most buildings in Mumbai face on account of its high humidity, as well as pollution levels from vehicular traffic, is the problem of black crusts. These black crusts attach themselves to the side of monuments and are nothing but a product of sulfur dioxide in the pollution mixing with water vapor in the atmosphere. While a number of other Indo-Saracenic buildings in the city boast of high levels of ornamentation and decorative patterns, the Gateway of India, on that relative scale, does not boast the same. In fact, it is very minimally ornamented and decorated, yet it is aesthetically pleasing through that minimalism. The various features that one can observe on the Gateway of India reflects the various features that comprise the idea of India herself. The pluralism, the inclusivity, the amalgamation and the absorption of various culture to create this resplendent form of a melting pot of culture. The Gateway of India was built by the British and represented for that subjugation. It was also the site that saw the withdrawal of the last of the British troops stationed in India in 1948, and at that point represented independence. It is this paradox that really comes across when one stands before the gateway of India. It is a testimony to the legacy of empire. It is a testimony to the British Raj. But at the same time, it is also a testimony to the Indian labor and the hands of sweat and toil that went into its construction.